This craftsman intentionally engineers his own product to break, because making them indestructible nearly lost him all customers. Elias was the most skilled woodworker in the valley. He spent his savings forging a heavy oak and iron wagon wheel. It was a masterpiece of structural engineering. The wheel was impervious to jagged rocks, freezing mud, and massive cargo weight. Every merchant and farmer rushed to buy a set. For one summer, gold poured into his lockbox. He expanded his forge and hired extra laborers to keep up with demand. He believed his financial future was secured forever. But by the following spring, his bustling workshop went completely silent. Elias had built a product so flawless that it lasted a lifetime. Because his wheels never broke, none of his customers ever needed to return. The simple math of his business suddenly turned against him. He had saturated his local market. His monthly revenue dropped to zero. His brilliant craftsmanship was driving his workshop straight into financial ruin. Desperate to survive, Elias realized that extreme durability was the enemy of continuous profit. So he made an unethical decision. He secretly swapped his expensive oak for cheap pine. He painted the exterior so the wood looked identical. More importantly, he engineered an invisible structural flaw into the inner axle pin. The calculation was malicious. The new wheel was just strong enough to survive the busy autumn harvest, keeping the illusion of high quality alive. But once the freezing winter hit, the compromised pin would quietly weaken. By the time spring arrived, the wheels systematically snapped under the heavy trade wagons. When the carts collapsed on the trade routes, the merchants blamed the harsh weather and the rough cobblestone roads. Since he was the only wheelwright in the valley, they had no choice but to drag their broken carts back to his shop. They paid full price for emergency replacements. Every spring, the valley was forced to buy new wheels. By deliberately sabotaging his own work, Elias extracted endless gold from his neighbors, keeping them trapped in a perpetual cycle of mechanical failure. In economics, this is called planned obsolescence, a strategy where a company deliberately designs a product with an artificially limited lifespan so that it breaks after a certain period, forcing the customer to continuously buy highly profitable replacements. We see this today in the tech industry, where corporations manufacture smartphones with rapidly degrading, permanently sealed batteries, forcing you to discard functional hardware just to purchase their newest models.